What if I told you that one of the most progressive reproductive rights laws in the world is right here in India? Imagine a system where women can access safe, legal abortion while balancing ethical and medical considerations, even in the face of social stigma. Today, we're diving into the Medical Termination of Pregnancy, or MTP Act, and its recent amendments, revealing how these laws empower women and safeguard health. Ready to explore how legal rights and modern medicine come together to protect lives. Let's get started. India took a progressive step in 1971 with the Medical Termination of Pregnancy Act. This landmark legislation provided a legal framework for abortion in the country. Before this, abortion was largely criminalized, forcing women into unsafe procedures. The MTP Act aimed to address this public health crisis. It provided a legal avenue for women to access safe abortion services. The Act recognized women's right to bodily autonomy and the right to decide on pregnancy. How empowering is it to know that a legal framework exists to protect your reproductive health even in the face of adversity? Think of the MTP Act as a protective umbrella designed to shelter women's reproductive rights while ensuring safety and accountability in medical practice. However, the 1971 Act had limitations, like a 20-week gestational limit. Over the years, the MTP Act has undergone several amendments. These changes reflect evolving societal norms and advancements in medical technology. The most significant amendment came in 2021, expanding access to safe and legal abortion services. The gestational limit was increased from 20 to 24 weeks for specific categories of women, including survivors of sexual assault. Provisions for protecting the privacy of women seeking abortion services were included. These changes reflect a progressive outlook and a recognition of the evolving needs of women in India. The amendments to the MTP Act are a testament to India's commitment to safeguarding women's reproductive rights. The MTP Act outlines specific situations where abortion is legally permissible in India. Firstly, medical indications, that is, maternal health risks. Abortion is permitted if continuing the pregnancy poses a risk to the woman's life or could cause grave injury to her physical or mental health. This includes conditions like severe preeclampsia, eclampsia, cardiovascular disorders, life-threatening infections, malignancies, or severe psychiatric disorders. Second, ethical indications, that is, fetal abnormalities. Termination is allowed if the fetus has severe congenital anomalies incompatible with life, such as neural tube defects, anencephaly, or chromosomal disorders like Down syndrome, which could lead to severe disability. Third, humanitarian indications. Pregnancy resulting from rape, incest, or involving a mentally ill or minor individual is legally eligible for abortion. Additionally, if marital status changes due to widowhood or divorce during pregnancy, termination may be considered. Fourth, socioeconomic grounds. If contraceptive failure occurs in married or unmarried women, leading to an unwanted pregnancy, abortion is legally permitted, acknowledging the financial, social, and psychological burden of unintended pregnancy. India's MTP Act ensures reproductive rights while balancing medical ethics and legal considerations, granting women access to safe abortion under these circumstances. In what ways do you think these guidelines empower women and safeguard their health? Understanding the legal gestational limits for abortion in India is crucial. For pregnancy up to 20 weeks, a woman can seek abortion on all the 4 grounds discussed, with the opinion of a registered medical practitioner. Do you think one expert opinion is enough to safeguard a woman's health in these critical early weeks? The gestational limit extends to 24 weeks for specific categories of women. For pregnancies between 20 and 24 weeks, a woman can seek an abortion on medical, ethical, and humanitarian grounds with the opinion of 2 registered medical practitioners. However, for this period, MTP is not permitted on socio-economic grounds of contraceptive failure. How would extending the gestational limit under these circumstances change the options available to women in crisis? Abortions beyond 24 weeks are generally not permitted under the MTP Act except medical and ethical indications. For pregnancies beyond 24 weeks, MTP can be permitted only on medical and ethical grounds and is certified by the state medical board, which must consist of a radiologist, an obstetrician or gynecologist, and a pediatrician. Consider this tiered system as a finely tuned safety net, each level ensuring that the decision to terminate a pregnancy is made with utmost care and medical expertise. The MTP Act emphasizes the importance of safe abortion practices. In the first trimester, up to 9 weeks, medical abortion is the preferred method using drugs like mifepristone and misoprostol. Mifepristone 200 milligrams is given orally to stop the growth of the pregnancy by blocking progesterone, and 48 hours later, misoprostol 800 micrograms is given orally to induce uterine contractions to expel the tissue. For pregnancies between 9 and 12 weeks, vacuum aspiration is commonly used. Beyond the first trimester, from 12 to 20 weeks, dilation and evacuation (D&E) is recommended. D&E requires skilled medical practitioners and appropriate facilities to ensure safety. Beyond 20 weeks, medications such as prostaglandins are used to induce labor, leading to the expulsion of conception. This usually involves misoprostol 400 micrograms every 3 hours for a maximum of 4 to 5 doses. This should be conducted in a hospital with full pain management. How crucial is it to have different medical options that are tailored to the varying stages of pregnancy? Accurate information about these methods empowers women to make informed choices. Women can discuss the most appropriate method with their healthcare provider. Ensuring safe practices minimizes risks to the woman's health. The MTP Act upholds the principles of consent and confidentiality in abortion. A woman's decision to have an abortion is entirely her own. Women above the age of 18 years can have an abortion with their consent. Minors and mentally ill women need a guardian's consent to proceed. Note that the husband's consent is not required. This provision empowers women to make independent choices about their reproductive health. Medical practitioners are legally bound to maintain the privacy of women seeking abortion services. Any breach of this confidentiality is punishable under Indian law. This confidentiality clause is crucial in a society where abortion can be a sensitive topic. It protects women from potential discrimination and social backlash. Think of confidentiality as a sacred trust, like a sealed envelope that ensures your most personal information remains private and secure. How important is it for you to know that your reproductive choices remain completely confidential? The MTP Act's emphasis on these principles reinforces the importance of respecting women's autonomy and dignity. Despite the progressive nature of the MTP Act, several challenges hinder access to safe abortion services in India. One significant challenge is the lack of awareness about the MTP Act and its provisions. Many women, especially in rural areas, are unaware of their legal rights regarding abortion. This lack of awareness often forces them to seek unsafe abortions from unqualified practitioners. Another major obstacle is the stigma surrounding abortion in Indian society. Unmarried women in particular face moral scrutiny despite legal protections. The availability of trained medical practitioners and adequate healthcare facilities is another challenge, particularly in rural areas. The lack of accessible and affordable abortion services forces many women to rely on unsafe methods. Approximately 60% of abortions in India are unsafe, leading to complications such as sepsis, hemorrhage, and maternal deaths. Disparities in healthcare infrastructure and social attitudes create significant barriers for women seeking safe abortion services. Imagine having a state-of-the-art safety net, but with gaps. These challenges represent the gaps that need to be filled for the system to fully protect women's rights. What do you think is the most significant barrier to accessing safe, legal abortion services in India today? Addressing the challenges to safe abortion access in India requires a multi-pronged approach. Strengthening awareness campaigns about the MTP Act and its provisions is crucial. These campaigns should target women and girls across all socioeconomic backgrounds. Combating the stigma associated with abortion requires open and honest conversations. Expanding access to safe abortion services requires strengthening healthcare infrastructure. This includes training more healthcare providers and establishing more dedicated abortion clinics. Ensuring that abortion services are affordable and accessible to all women is essential. Government subsidies, health insurance schemes, and financial assistance programs can help achieve this. Imagine a future where every woman, regardless of where she lives, has quick, safe access to reproductive health care. This is the goal of ongoing reforms and public education initiatives. How would expanding access to safe abortion services change the landscape of women's health care in India? If every woman had the full knowledge and access to safe abortion services, how might that transform the landscape of women's healthcare in India? The MTP Act stands as a testament to India's commitment to protecting women's reproductive rights. However, the journey towards ensuring safe and accessible abortion for all is far from over. It requires sustained efforts to overcome existing barriers and empower women to exercise their reproductive autonomy. We must strive to create a society where every woman has the right to make informed choices about her body and her reproductive health. Let us work together to ensure that the promise of the MTP Act becomes a reality for all women in India. By prioritizing comprehensive sexuality education and accessible healthcare, we can pave the way for a future where every woman can exercise her reproductive rights with dignity and respect. The time for action is now. Together, we can ensure reproductive rights for all. If you found this comprehensive guide insightful, please hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more in-depth science-backed health insights. Share your thoughts or questions in the comments below. Let's empower each other through knowledge. See you next time. Keep watching MedGrow and take care of yourself.